Good evening. This is Monique Nubia Sunshine coming to you ladies of Sacred Woman Book Read. I do want to thank the ladies that joined me on Sunday, and I want to mention to the ladies who keep signing up but I never hear from you, please join me on Sunday. I would love for many of you to chime in. We've been having some really enlightening shows and just with the book read, as well as learning some new things about ourselves and some things that we need to conquer within self. It's a very enlightening group, and we do share dialogue back and forth. So I would love many of you ladies who sign up and say, I'm going to be there, to actually be there, and I'm going to hold you guys to that. But I come to you this evening to talk about yoni breathing, because most women are so intrigued by it, and they are intrigued because it connects with them. And I want to tell you my journey in learning and starting doing the yoni breathing was just by chance. I happened to go on a Facebook page and run into a young lady by the name of Grace Diaz, and she is a Reiki practitioner. Actually, she's a Reiki master, and she is also a yoni breathing specialist, a practitioner. And what she did was she kind of combined her Reiki practices with the yoni breathing, and it is amazing. It intrigued me a great deal because it was something that connected to me spiritually, and I felt like I needed to know or understand that part of myself. I also was going through a journey of my own with the passing of my mom, through her illness and her passing. I was doing some changing and some altering and just so many things going on. It was in perfect timing that I had met up with Grace. I met up with Grace in April of 2012, and I did a blog. I came into one of her workshops as a blogger, and she did a workshop in Central Park. And it was so amazing that me as a blogger just instantly became involved in the activities that was happening. And although I was documenting what was going on with the women there, I also participated in the Reiki that she was teaching, as well as some of the womb breathing and meditations that she was demonstrating. It was just awesome. So it kind of opened up my eyes to start understanding, my yoni, my womb. I never connected to self that way. And as I mentioned in the Blog Talk Radio video, that a session that I did this weekend, the only time I connected to my womb was when I was younger and I was getting my menstruation, when I was pregnant and was giving birth to my child or my children, or when I was being intimate with someone. And there was never really any other time where I connected to my womb, which is unfortunate because it's a part of my body. It is my body. It is my center. So, coming into this particular workshop and learning about my yoni, there was some apprehension at first because, we just didn't go there. We didn't talk about that part of ourselves unless we needed to, and that's what I was taught. But as I continued to go on this journey and discover myself, I started to discover that the very place that I was apprehensive on talking about was the very place that was giving me life and enabling me to give life. So I had to say to myself, how can I be so disconnected from it? And as we do this Sacred Woman book journey, I find that so many women who are involved with doing this journey, just whether they be within our group or in another group, are so disconnected that we can't even talk about our wombs. We can't talk about what has happened in the past. We can't open up because there is something there that is just like, there's shame attached to it, there's the hurt attached to it, and there's some things that we need healing in. And the whole premise of the yoni breathing is to bring about life and bring about healing and help you be so intimately connected to the most intimate part of yourself that no amount of ignoring it as you get older is going to make anything better in our lives. We're so disconnected that once you start doing the yoni breathing, you start to get life back into not just you in making that connection, but your womb, and the power of your womb and what it can command and manifest, and the power that you have inside can only be unleashed when you let go, when you discover that part of yourself and you do the yoni breathing and you journal and you write down your yoni story or your womb story to bring about your healing. So what I found was difficult was for me to write my womb story. And even as someone who is a yoni practitioner, I found it difficult to really connect. And it wasn't till a beautiful woman by the name of Lavette, who is in our book reading. I'm so grateful to you. So grateful to you, sister. She sent me a lovely gift, and I finally got the gift. Beautiful. And I'm wearing the bracelet that she sent me. I'm so happy and I feel good and I'm glowing and I want to cry and all these emotions, but she is helping me be able to connect. So I am using this crystal that she has sent to me in my meditation, and I'm in awe. I'm in awe, and it's helping me be able to write in my womb journal and be able to tell my story, and it's amazing. But back to the yoni breathing, because I get so caught up. The yoni breathing is definitely an exercise that we can do on a daily basis. And as it was introduced to me, as I said, by Grace, it was introduced to me as a meditation. And there are so many different ways that you can meditate with the yoni breathing. The one thing that I do is I go in front of my altar, and I'm usually wearing something white, or sometimes I'm just nude. And I will do a yoni breathing session, and I will have beautiful music around me. Sometimes I will have chanting music around me, so that way I'm chanting at the same time, staying focused on my breathing. And I begin inhaling and exhaling to relax myself and relax everything from my feet to my legs, to my knees, my hips, my shoulders, just everything. Just relax my eyebrows, everything. And once I am completely relaxed, then I begin contracting my PC muscles, which is located inside my yoni, and it's very similar to, well, it's the same muscles that are in your rectal area that help you be able to contract and release. And what this does is it strengthens the vaginal floor, and it strengthens your muscles to help you, better aid you in your digestive, in your urinary tract. It helps you overall for wellness. And what that contraction does is actually, not only does it tighten and it helps strengthen you, but it also creates an elixir, your natural fluids, which is healing, and this is something that we as mothers know of when our babies are in our wombs. This creamy coated elixir is what covers our baby, and it is healing. And what the contracting does is actually help be able to release that, which gives you healing inside your womb. Now, when you do it with a yoni egg, it also helps you be able to continue to tighten those muscles and make it so powerful, so strong. It would be a benefit to your partner, your life with your partner, your physical life. And there's so much more to it that I am definitely going to break down and devote an entire video to the whole dynamic of it and how it relates to tantric rituals that you do with your mate. That's a whole other avenue. But what we want to discuss right now is just more or less about the healing aspect of it and how it heals the inside of us before we can go ahead and utilize it in our intimate practices with our mate. Now, with me, with the yoni breathing, as I'm contracting my PC muscles, I'm thinking about the contraction and how it feels, and I'm also, with my eyes closed, meditating on what I would love to manifest in my life. If it is overall healing of my womb, then I concentrate on the overall healing of my womb. And many times in meditation, when we close our eyes, we are asked to imagine, imagine you being away from here to the point where you breathe and you breathe and you breathe and you manifest that. And the same thing happens when you do the yoni breathing. What you do is you imagine what you would desire. You imagine all the things that you want in your life, your career, your relationships, your workplace, your financial situations. You imagine all the wonderful things that you would love and that you would desire. And as you are contracting your PC muscles, you are also connecting to the universe. And as you're connecting to the universe, you're sending that information orgasmically to the universe. And the universe is orgasmically sending it back down to you. And the amazing blessings that come from doing the yoni breathing and being able to manifest all it is that you desire is amazing. I've been able to do it and do maybe like a 20-minute yoni breathing session, and I guarantee you, lo and behold, there's always something manifesting, whether it be 5 minutes later, 2 minutes later, an hour, the end of the day, always manifesting. It is that powerful when you are connecting to your very life center. When you are connecting to your life center, you are honoring the Most High. You are not only honoring the Most High, you are communicating with the Most High, and that communication is coming back and forth. You're giving and you're receiving, and you're giving and you're receiving, and it's awesome. It's awesome. So ladies, I urge you, if you are interested in yoni breathing, please contact me, and I will be doing sessions beginning in October to start the beginning process for those who are interested in learning. And I will talk more about the yoni egg in the next time I come to you. So I thank you for joining me. Namaste.